Hello once again to another channel update video. I'm sure you guys are sick of these by now, but don't worry, I'll keep it short. It's just going to be some feedback to your feedback about the channel changes that I had in mind for my previous channel update. So you guys left lots of lovely feedback and comments and things, so I thought I'd respond to them in a video just to sort of map out how they've affected my plans and what's going to happen with these new ideas that I told you, and yeah, just sort of what's going on, because some ideas have changed, some haven't, blah blah blah. Let's get started. Like I said, let's keep this short and sweet. Number one, the big one, is changing my channel name from Mr. Muckluckable to just Muckluck. I was quite surprised that most of you like the name Mr. Muckluckable. Maybe it's just because you're used to it, I don't know, but you know what, that's fine. Okay, if most of you guys like it, that's great. That's great to hear. It is long, it is goofy, but some people said that's kind of why they like it, so there you go. Thank you very much. So that's affected the fact that I probably won't change my channel name, but also I was thinking about it some more, and yes, okay, it's a bit long and it's quite hard to type and it's a bit silly sounding to say Mr. Muckluckable. I mean, it is silly, but at least at the moment my name is consistent on all the social platforms. You know, it's Mr. Muckluckable on YouTube, Mr. Muckluckable on Twitch, and Mr. Muckluckable on Twitter. If I change my name on YouTube, it would be different everywhere. It would be Muckluck on YouTube, and even then, the URL would still be Mr. Muckluckable, I think. It changes your name on the page, but it doesn't actually change your URL. Yeah, so it would be Muckluck on there, but it couldn't be Muckluck on Twitter because that name's taken. It couldn't be Muckluck on Twitch because that name's taken. So it would just be different, and that would bug me. So at least at the moment, even if it is a silly name, in my opinion, it's a silly name consistently across the board. And like I said, some of you guys don't think it's silly, and you quite like it. So yes, we won't change the name. It's fine the way it is. I will get used to it still, mind you. It's been 3 years. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. I am. Yeah, we'll just keep that going as it is. It's fine. Point number 2 would be... what is it? What's next? Oh, shorter videos. Most of you guys seem to like the idea of shorter videos. And, you know, when I say shorter videos, I don't mean 8 minutes long or even 3 minutes long, like, you know, CNanners does 3-minute long videos. I don't mean something silly like that. They're still going to be a decent length, 15 to 20 minutes. And at the same time, I'm not going to be like, right, I must make this video short. I'm going to cut it off at this point here, no matter what. It's going to be very much like a sort of, this feels like a natural point to end. Sure, it may be a little bit shorter than I'm used to, but I think that's the point. So I'm not going to be like actively cutting my videos down. I'm just going to be a bit more aware of the time and think, yeah, okay, we could end it here instead. And hopefully that will make my content easier to watch, easier to digest, and it should make it easier to record as well, being shorter videos. If you want an idea of what it would be like, especially for the Minecraft, my previous JSONO fan server video, I think was about 21 minutes long, which is probably one of the shortest Minecraft videos I've ever done. Come to think of it. And I still think that turned out well. I think it had decent content in there, and it still felt like an episode of its own. So there's an idea. It can work, I think. I just need to get used to it, and hopefully you guys will like the outcome. So yep, shorter videos, thumbs up. Very good. Next up is the intros and outros. Now I'm hoping by the time this video's out you would have seen an example of the outro. I should have done it in my 5,000 subscriber special video at the end, so go check that out if you want to. I think it's... well, I hope it's turned out quite well, with fun little music at the end, and yep, some... I mean, there might not be useful links for longer term fans, but they will be useful to newer people watching because it will show them Let's Plays they may not necessarily know I've done. So, yeah. I think they're good. I think overall they're really good. And I think they're going to turn out really well. I've been messing around in Adobe After Effects, seeing what it looks like, and yeah, I'm pleased. So the intros maybe intros, but not as much. More so outros definitely get the go-ahead. I'm looking forward to expanding those. Okay, so on to the 2 video series. The first one was the Q&A video, which was going to be sort of like a... I think I didn't explain this very well in the video. Yes, it could be a Q&A in the sense that you can ask questions like, what's your favourite type of cheese or something, I don't know, simple little questions like that, 1-word answers. You can ask those if you want. Probably EDAM as well, by the way. But it's also more like a platform to get into some bigger topics and move it onto the chat as well, so we could get some discussion going there. It's just another way to interact, and therefore, I don't think I explained that properly. So yes, you can ask like little questions, but they might be better suited to like Twitter or something, or a live stream, and then the bigger topics can be answered in the video. So I think I've changed my mind slightly on something. I said in the video that I would put all the questions asked into a list and then pick them out randomly. That's probably not a good idea, simply because what if the question is topical? If it's topical and I come back to it a month later, I'll be like, oh yeah, this thing that happened back then, and it's out of date. So I will probably put the questions into an ordered list and take them as they were asked. And then you can ask more questions in the comments, or you could ask me a question on Twitter, but say it's for the video, or send me an email, whatever. It's up to you. I don't mind how you ask the questions, but another thing is the scheduling for these videos will be very dependent on the questions asked and the amount of questions asked. So you may realise that if you've watched my channel for a long time, I don't really have a schedule. I don't have like, right, Monday's this, Tuesday's this video, Wednesday's this, blah blah blah. It's more like I'll try to get a video out every day, every other day, and I think that works best. So I was thinking at first I'd like this Q&A thing to be weekly, but then I was thinking, oh well, what if I don't have enough questions, or that's basically it. What if I don't have enough questions? So what I think I'm going to do is I will make these videos when I feel the time is right, when I have enough content to answer, when I think there's a good discussion to be had. Which may be weekly, it may be fortnightly, it may be twice a week. I don't know, it all depends on you lot. And by saying that, I don't want to force you to be like, oh crap, I need to ask questions now. Don't feel like that. Ask questions when you genuinely want to know an answer and you want to know and be part of the video. Don't be like, oh crap, what's your favourite films? Don't be like, oh, and feel pressured into asking questions. It's very much just a do what you feel like, do it when you want to. I don't care. If I don't have enough questions, I won't make the video and I'll just wait a bit longer. Like I say, this is all kind of experimental. If the video series don't work out, then we just stop doing them. It's all about testing it, and some things will work, some things won't. And finally, we have the one-off videos, which a lot of you seem to like, which is great. I think the idea of tackling newer games and maybe some of your favourite games will be really good, and it will give me a chance to play new games and things like that. Now, when I'm talking new games, I don't mean necessarily cutting edge, like right out this week games. They might still be, a couple years old. Who knows? But the idea for these one-off videos, would be around about 30 to 45 minutes. And now, wait. I'm sure you're thinking, well, Joe, that's not enough time to experience a game. That would only be like the first opening cutscene and a bit of gameplay. You're right. First of all, I'll be editing quite a lot, so I may not even include cutscenes. I might just cut to the chase. Who knows? It's not going to be a Let's Play, so I don't have to include all that crap. I'll cut to when I feel the parts are interesting. Number two, the reason why they're 30 to 45 minutes long, and again that could change, but the reason why I've thought that is because if I like the game and I want to show more of it, I'll just do another part. It can be multiple parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever. If I'm not liking the game, or maybe not liking it, but if I feel like I've played it enough and that's that, then 30 to 45 minutes I think is a decent enough time. So that's the plan for the length of those. That could be changed, of course. But I will need your help with one thing. I know I said I've got loads of suggestions for games, and I have, but they're sort of scattered all around Word documents and files and folders. So I'm going to put in the description below, in the video description, there'll be a link to a Google form. if you wouldn't mind, if you're interested, going on that, there's a little question where you could submit game ideas. Go and put them in there, because that will give me an easy place to find suggestions. I'll still look at the other places and previous games suggested, but that will just be another way to look at them, and it might be different games that you haven't thought of in the past. So yeah, that will be in the description. Go there and fill it out if you want to. And I think that's probably about it for that. Oh yeah, and the one-offs, they might be weekly. I don't know, that might be a bit much because I'd have to record the gameplay and edit it as well. So again, with schedules, we'll just see how it goes, but I'd like them to be weekly. Yes, so enough rambling. There's that. One other thing that's going to change is, with all these new video ideas and whatnot, I think it's probably best if I go back down to one Let's Play at a time. I used to do one Let's Play at a time, way back when. Then I went up to 2 because I thought, well, what if someone doesn't like one game I'm Let's Playing, they might like the other game. And it's been like that for the past couple of years now. I've always done 2 Let's Plays at a time. I think that's going to change because, yeah, I won't have enough time to do all this stuff. And I like to upload 1 video a day. And if I do 1 video a day, that means there's going to be too long of a gap between video parts to squeeze all this lot in. So I'm going to go back down to 1 Let's Play, along with Minecraft, and then you've got these Q&A, one-offs, and maybe stream highlights. Yeah, so yeah, it's just all this stuff is ideas, but I think it's probably good ideas. And also that give me more time to devote to the 1 Let's Play and make it better to watch. I can edit it more, you know, things like that, and just make that 1 Let's Play better than 2 diluted Let's Plays, if you think of it that way. So yes, I think that's about it for the feedback. Thank you so much for the feedback there. I got loads of comments, and it was very humbling to know that you all care so much about my silly little channel and the ideas I have for it. And I hope you look forward to the things I've just said. I don't know when I'm going to start doing these. Maybe sometime next week. I need to obviously get prepared for them. But yeah, keep an eye out, because the channel will be changing just a little bit. So that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.